Hey guys, we're gonna be solving exercise 1, exactly the point C. Here I would like you to understand two things to start. First I have to say sorry, I'm having some issues with the Screencastify and I have to divide this whole exercise into two videos. On one hand and on the other hand, I cannot project the presentation itself, but I mean the slide itself, but I have to use just this uh, way to present it. I don't like it, but I know you do understand it's a technical issue. Over here, you're gonna find the formula, and you know this is a thermochemical formula. It means it's a balanced formula. Check that the formula is already in balance. That also shows us how much energy is produced or absorbed during the reaction. In this case, is positive. It means it is exothermic. If this value will be negative, it means the reaction is endothermic. This exercise is asking us to find how much kerosene is used to heat up the temperature of 750 grams of water from 10 Celsius degrees to 90. In this case, we don't have to worry about a change of state, so basically we're going to be doing an exercise of conversion of units. I'm going to work first on converting this into kilojoules, and then in the second video I'm going to focus on conversion of this amount from kilojoules into grams of kerosene. So let's get started checking the first thing we need to understand, and it is what information we need. Remember, we're going to convert up kilojoules. I'm trying to break into small pieces and steps this conversion to make it easier to understand. But if you're able to do the whole conversion at once, is more than okay. So here we start having the information we need and we know to do this conversion. So the first thing you know is what is the heat of the reaction. It is given by the thermochemical formula itself. Then here you got the mass of the water, which is 750 grams, and also you know what is the change in water, which is passing from 10 to 90 Celsius degrees. First thing we need to understand is what a calorie is. Why are we going to be working with calories? Basically because calories are the units used to refer to water. I mean, the definition of calorie is starting with water, is referring to water itself. Check, guys, that a calorie is basically the amount of energy necessary to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water 1 Celsius degree. It means that if you got just 1 milliliter of water, remember they are equivalent, you're gonna need a particular amount of heat to heat it up from 30 to 31 Celsius degrees. That amount of heat is a calorie. And if you want to think not in 1 gram, but in 1 kilogram of it, or 1 liter, remember again, they are equivalent. Uh, that's a kilocalorie, the amount of energy necessary to increase the temperature from 30 to 31, not for a gram, but for a kilogram of water. And now let's check how they are related to kilojoules and joules. 1 calorie has the following equivalence to joules: 4.184 joules, or this is the equivalent to kilojoules, right? In the case of a kilocalorie, this is the equivalence of a calorie in joules, and this is the equivalent of a calorie in kilojoules. Remember, guys, 1 kilocalorie is equals to 1000 calories, as 1 kilojoule is equals to 1000 joules. Now let's start finding the delta of heat. We're going to divide this into two moments. The first one of them is going to be this, finding the mass and converting it into calories, and then we're going to convert those calories into joules. Let me shrink this first, and let's continue. First part of it, we got 750 grams of water, and we know that we're going to be working with calories, and they tell me that 1 calorie is the amount of energy necessary to convert 1 gram, to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water into 1 Celsius degree. And I know also that I need to increase the temperature not only 1 Celsius degree, but 80 of them. So basically what I'm going to do is multiplying this number into 80, using this other part of the equation. What is important about this, remembering which units are going to be cancelled. So check here that grams are being also cancelled with uh, grams, right? And check also that here temperature is also being cancelled. Let me move this. Oh my gosh. Uh, Silly me. Let me correct it. Um, and check that temperature is also being cancelled over here. Temperature and temperature 2, they are being cancelled. So my final answer is going to be given in calories. Now we have to continue with the second part of the conversion, which is converting those calories into kilojoules. Why do I need to have this in kilojoules? Because in my next video, as a next part of the exercise, I have to use this value to know how many grams of kerosene I'm going to be using. So check, what I'm going to do here is taking this calories to kilojoules conversion, which is pretty simple. I decided to do it in the following way. I've got this amount of calories, and I have this amount of and I know that 1 calorie is equals to 0.0048184 kilojoules. I just multiply these two, excuse me over there, and I'm gonna cancel the units. What's important about canceling units, guys? This way you're going to know your exercise is properly done. If you don't cancel units, or if when you cancel the units, the units that you're needing are not at the very end as the result of the cancellation, something is going wrong with your exercise. So check that my final units up here are kilojoules. In the next video, I'm going to be converting those kilojoules into grams of kerosene using this formula. I hope this first part is easy to understand and clarifies the issues you were having and doubts you were having with the exercises, and you feel more um comfortable with the others. See you in a moment. I'm gonna post this video, and in a few minutes I'm gonna post the next one. Have a good day, guys.